A student leader says he was abducted, beaten and offered a 100 million naira bribe, all because he refused to bow to political pressure from the son of Nigeria's president, Bola Tinubu. Coming up. Hi you all, it's Friday and we need to talk. I need your attention. Something serious is going down in Nigeria, and honestly, it's wild how little coverage it's actually getting. The National Association of Nigerian Students, known as NANS, the official student body in Nigeria, is accusing Seyi Tinubu, the son of the president of Nigeria, of orchestrating violence, intimidation, and political interference. And this isn't some social media drama. No, it's not. It's not drama. These are real people, real lives, real people being beaten, threatened, abducted, and bribed just for doing their job. What happened? Okay, let me break it down. NANS says their president, Comrade Atiku Abubakar, has been targeted by Seyi Tinubu. He claims that he was abducted twice on Seyi's orders. Twice, not once. And then during a peaceful inauguration event at the Wells Carlton Hotel in Abuja, at this event, Issa says he personally paid for the whole thing. Everything turned violent at this event. Thugs reportedly loyal to Seyi Tinubu stormed the venue, armed with cutlasses and guns. They beat people. Issa himself says he was beaten. Take a look.
I was invited to Lagos to meet with Seyi. I met with Seyi and the Minister for Youth. The Minister for Youth, when he saw me, he hugged me in Lagos. We talked, and I was to be offered 100 million naira. But the thing is, it's not all about money. There are things which I stand for. You cannot ask me to begin to promote a president who has not done something for me to say he has done it. If he does something good, I will promote him. We will support him as the president and commander-in-chief. But where he is, you cannot say I should keep quiet. I won't do that. That we couldn't settle. And they felt that I'm being stubborn not to accept money and to come to Lagos without accepting money and going back. So they planned my abduction, and on the 15th, I was abducted. Of April, I was abducted, stripped naked, beaten seriously, in collaboration with the MD of NTA. The MD of NTA, I was packaged to NTA to make involuntary statement that I am no longer, that I have renounced my position as NANS president. I did that to gain my freedom, but immediately I released a press statement that I was forced, it was under duress, and because I was naked, I was beaten. They claimed that they will share the video. That Seyi told them that they can share the video, nothing will happen. And that even if they kill me, he will order, that was the word Ladoja used. It is Ladoja that is telling me this, that he will instruct, yes, he will instruct the Inspector General of Police to cover it up. And if he doesn't do that, he will go. So I now asked, even this morning when somebody was telling me that, you know who Seyi is, I say, yes, Seyi is an ordinary citizen like myself. He's not occupying any official position. I told them yesterday, I made it clear, that even if I'm coming to this hall and I'll be shot, I'll still come to this hall. At the end, today, the inauguration is concluded and I'm the NANS president. I want Nigerians to know what has happened and that we are not going to give up and that Seyi can do anything he wants to do. He's already in this hotel. This inauguration wouldn't have held. You can see the organization is not correct. See the way the things was hardly done. I told the MC, quickly start. Don't do no protocol. Do the inauguration as long as though they will be arresting or killing the NANS president now, who controls over 40 million Aluta forces. So I want to, for the want of time, I don't want to take much of our time, but I have told you in brief. So we cannot say, the most important thing which my government, which we want to do as leaders of NANS, is that we will fight the cultists. We will take away cultism from NANS, the touts from NANS. They are just a bunch of touts and criminal elements. When politicians want to do anything, they recruit them to do all of these things, and that is what we have come to fight. I need your support for us to be able to do this, because without you supporting me, supporting our leadership, there's no way we'll be able to achieve this, because these people have gone far. They have no shame. I want to say, finally, that Seyi Tinubu is a very bad example to the Nigerian youth. And the worst thing that will happen to Nigeria will be for Seyi Tinubu to become the governor of Lagos State. He has no shame, he has no character. I have been strapped naked. He has my video in his phone. If we are in a country where things work, they are supposed to trace that in his phone, and he should be prosecuted. I do not know if, what he wants to do with my naked video in his phone. It is also in the phone of the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Student Affairs. The Secretary, while we went to submit a letter to the Minister of Defense, the essay to the Minister of Defense told him that he saw my naked video while they were beating me. That is also in his own phone. This is the country that we are, but they are making a mistake with the wrong person. The honest solution to this is for them to do the right thing, or they should quickly terminate my life. I thank you very much for listening, Your Excellency.
NANS, there is no fashion. The reason why I said there is no fashion is the segment of leadership of the organization, from the current SSA to the president on student matters, come with Ashefon Sunday. And he handed over the government to Comrade Usman Barambu. There was no fashion as at that time. Comrade Usman Barambu declared convention open when he was leaving, and he handed over the mantle of the leadership of NANS to Comrade Pedro Chibuzo Obi, under whom I served as the Senate President. And Pedro, too, after successful 1-year tenure, held a convention here in Abuja at the old parade ground, where the new inaugurated president, Comrade Atiku Abubakar, was duly elected by the vast majority of the senators that was present in that convention as the president of NANS.
Phones were stolen, people were injured. Senator Shekaru, a former Minister of Education, was speaking when it all broke out. Even he and former Governor Idris Wada were attacked. Now, here's where it gets even deeper. Even deeper. Issa claims that before all of this, he was approached with 100 million naira bribe to keep him quiet. According to him, Seyi Tinubu sent presidential aides to try and silence him, to get him to step down and let someone else take over NANS. Issa said no, absolutely not. And shortly after that, violence followed. So the question is, why would someone go to such lengths just to control a student body? Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Nigerians? Does this have anything to do with controlling the youth? Can you see that they recognize that the youth have power? Yeah, they recognize the youth have power. Okay, let's talk human rights. Because this isn't just political beef. This is abuse of power. Abuse of power. The Constitution of Nigeria talks about the right to association, Section 40. It says every student has a right to choose their leader. This guarantees that Nigerian students have the right to form and participate in independent associations like NANS without interference. Freedom of expression, Section 39(1), talks about bribery, threats, or violence to silence someone, and it violates this section. Section 33(1) and Section 34(1) talks about the right to security. People were attacked with weapons here. Physical assault with weapons clearly breaches these constitutional protections. It's a criminal act. The good thing is, NANS is not staying silent. In fact, they've issued a strong statement condemning what they call persistent and unconstitutional interference. They said this is an ugly trend, and they are right. NANS is now threatening a nationwide protest if this continues. And honestly, they should. They should. Because the Constitution of Nigeria, Section 40 of it, talks about the right to protest. Peaceful protest is constitutional. It's a constitutional right. And any attempt to suppress it is unlawful. It's dangerous, not just for students, but for Nigeria as a whole. As a whole. Institutions meant to protect students should not turn into tools of intimidation. Now, why does this matter? Some of you are probably wondering, but my people, this is bigger than just one student union. What's happening here is a test of whether young people in Nigeria can ever stand on their 2 feet without being used, silenced, or bought. It's a test of whether power belongs to the people or to a few privileged sons of politicians. If Issa Atiku, an elected student leader, can be beaten and bribed, what about the next activist? What about you? You. What about you? This is where you can help. This is where you can help. First, share this video. Share it. Second, tag organizations like Injustice is Real, Amnesty International, SERAP, and Human Rights Watch. Let them know this is happening. Let them know. Third, if you're a student in Nigeria or anywhere, remember that your voice matters. Your voice matters. You have the right to choose your leaders without being bullied. Demand accountability. Demand accountability. This platform isn't just for content. No, it's not. It's for consciousness. Consciousness. Drop a comment below. Do you think Seyi Tinubu should be investigated? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.